So welcome you all for Tungal online classes. We completed ray optics chapter, total concepts ra. Then today class onwards we'll start numericals, NCERT numericals. So around 135 questions are there. Some important models we'll discuss in that NCERT models. So let us start. NCERT exercise questions. Today ray optics. NCERT exercise questions. I think in this additional exercise not given. Exercises only more number of questions are given. So exercise questions. Okay na? In this NCERT exercise questions. See the first question. A small candle of 2.5 centimeters. Reading the question is important. If possibility is there, you need to draw the diagram also. And for these problems to solve, you need to keep this clock table also with you. And if possible, so I will use simple calculator also. Okay, Nara? Compulsory the clock table is needed. Okay, in this see the question. A small candle, I am keeping the clock table here. Whenever I want, I will use this. So, small candle 2.5 centimeters in size placed at a 27 centimeters in front of a concave mirror. So, diagram is important. If possibility is there, draw the diagram. So, one concave mirror is there. In this concave mirror, they kept one object. Candle they kept. So, can I call this is the candle they kept. What is the height of the candle they given? So, this value is h. So, candle height h value 2.5 centimeters. This candle is placed at a distance of 20 centimeters, 27 centimeters. This distance value, so distance between this is optical pole and here is of objective, this distance is u. So, can I apply with the sign convention? Now, actually what happened, the light rays will incident here. The distance is measured from u is equal to PO. So, PO value is minus 27. Why minus 27? The distance is measured in a direction opposite to incident ray. Understood, Ara? So, in front of a concave mirror of radius of curvature. This concave mirror, radius of curvature given. So, what is the radius of curvature? For this concave mirror, the center of curvature will be there. So, radius of curvature is the distance between the center of curvature and pole, C and P. So, that CP value PC is equal to, so radius of curvature is minus 36 centimeters. When radius of curvature given means I can calculate the focal length which is r by 2 which is of minus 18 centimeters. Understood, Ara? Minus 18 centimeters. Now what they asking, at what distance from the mirror should a screen? So screen should be placed at what distance? Means what is the distance of the image? First question. In order to obtain the sharp image and describe the nature and the size of the image. So, image size also they asking. So, if the candle is moved closer to the mirror, how would the screen have to be moved? So, three questions are given. The first question, let me calculate the value of V. V is the position of the image where I have to place the screen. So, in order to calculate this, we know the relation. So, from mirror equation. So, mirror's equation. And one more, mirror part will not be there, means as NCERT they deleted. So, from the mirror's equation, what is the formula? 1 by V minus 1 by U, 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So, from this 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U. The value of V is equal to, so F into U divided by, so what I will get the answer here is, denominator value will be, so u minus f, correct? Substitute the values, v value, so focal length value, that is, so f value minus 18 into u value, so u value of minus 27 divided by, so u value of minus 27 and plus 18. So, what I will get the answer for v is equal to minus into minus plus. So, here what I will get minus of 18 into 27 Divide by denominator, what is there? So 27 plus 18, 9 will be there. 9 ones are, 9 twos are. Then V value will be equal to minus 54 centimeters. So what is this minus sign is indicating that image will be formed on the same side of the lens, same side of that mirror image. So that will be of left side only. So at a distance of 54 centimeters from the mirror. Okay, Nara? So this is the where we have to keep the image. After they asking, so what is the nature and the size of the image? Image formed by which one? So concave mirror. The concave mirror image will be a real image. Whether it is real image and inverted or not. So let me see what is the definition for magnification. The magnification of a concave mirror is given by the formula, which is m value is equal to h dash by h, which is equal to minus of here what I will get the answer is given by, so m value is equal to h dash by h value is equal to, so v divided by u, size of the image divided by the size of the object, right Ara? So what I will get the answer here, so m value is equal to, here what I will get the magnification value, that magnification value I should come to know. So image will be formed inverted image, it will form the image. So magnification of concave mirror is negative, minus h dash by h. So m value will be equal to, or h dash value is equal to v by u into h minus v by u into h. So v value 54 by u value 27 into h value 2.5 with minus sign. So h dash value will be given by 27 ones are, 2s are, which is of minus 5 centimeters. What is this minus sign is indicating? The minus sign is indicating the image formed by, so concave mirror will be inverted with respect to object. The image is there below the principal axis. It is there below the principal axis. So this is h dash is equal to minus 5 centimeters. Okay, Nara? And one more question they are asking. This question. So size of the image will be twice the size of the object. Nature of the image will be, so we'll get image size is double, so double the object and which is real and inverted. Which is real and inverted. Understood? So second question point is over. Now third one what they are asking is, if the candle is moved closer to mirror, so what happened? How would be the screen have to move? In order to know this, actually what is the relation? 1 by v minus 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So this is the formula for which one? For a concave mirror. So for a concave mirror, 1 by v minus 1 by u value is equal to what? 1 by f. Here which values are negative? For a concave mirror, so concave mirror, v value negative, u value negative, f value also negative. If I apply the sign convention also, I will get the same formula. So from this 1 by v value is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. Then 1 by v value is equal to, so here what is the value will be given by f into u divided by, so 1 by v value is equal to u minus f divided by f into u, which can be also written as, what is the value we will get? So v value is equal to, can I write f divided by, so 1 minus f divided by u. This is the relation between the v value and u value. V value and u value. Now what happened? If the candle is moving closer to mirror, candle is moving closer to mirror means whenever the u value decrease. If u value decrease, what happened to f by u value? F by u value increase. Arrow marks are indicating decrease or increase. When f by u value decrease, so what happened to v value? So v value will be, when f by u value increase, so denominator is decreasing. So what happened to 1 minus f by u value will be decreasing. So obviously what happened to the value of v? Increasing. What happened to the value of V? Increasing. Whenever, so now this is the mirror now. The candle is bringing closer to mirror. So F by U value decrease from this equation. 1 minus F by U value is increase, 1 minus F by U value is decrease, total denominator decrease, then V value increase. So due to that reason, what happened? In order to catch the image, the screen should be moved so away from the mirror. In order to catch the sharp image, whenever a object is moving, so which one? Object is moving, so towards the mirror. That's why if I plot the graph between which one? So between the U and V, so V and U, with increasing the value of V, so U value, with increasing the value of U, V value will be decreased. In case of the real object and real image, so graph will be a rectangular hyperbola. Understood, Ara? Rectangular hyperbola. Is it okay now? So this is the first question. Second question, same model for, this is for convex mirror, concave mirror. The second question is of convex mirror. So mirror questions are there na, you only continue. You do the second question. Same model question. You try, same model, but only the difference is, this is of convex mirror. Last time concave mirror. So mirror questions no need to solve, but you can try it. So only 2 questions are given based on the mirrors. So you can, second question you try. And the third question onwards based on the refraction. So in this third question, important model. So what is this third question is, a tank is filled with a water to a height. One tank is there. It is filled with water. So what is the height? 12.5 centimeters. So it is there of 12.5 centimeters. So the apparent depth of the needle, one needle was there at the bottom. One needle was there at the bottom. What is that needle real depth value? So real depth is 12.51. Correct? The real depth of the needle is 12.5 centimeters. Now, so the apparent depth of the needle they given. What is the apparent depth value? So apparent depth value that is of 9.4 centimeters. Now what they asking us to calculate? Now if anyone watching, so outside normally the needle will appear nearer. It is there here, but it will appear here. So that is called as normal shift. Object is in denser medium, viewed normally from the rarer medium. So they asking us to calculate what is the refractive index value. The refractive index of water mu w, whenever object is in denser medium, so real depth divided by apparent depth. What is the real depth value? Real depth value is 12.5 divided by 9.4. So we will get the refractive index value 1.33. So this is the refractive index of water. Understood, Ara? Now what they are telling is, the needle lying at the bottom of the tank is measured with the help of microscope. So they using a microscope. Here they putting one microscope. Through this microscope they watching this. So what is the needle apparent depth value? Now microscope was placed, so very close. Here the microscope was placed here. Understood, Ara? Now, so that is over. Till now is completed. Now one more question. What is the refractive index of water is over? If the water is replaced with by another liquid. The second time they replaced water. So first time it is with the water. And second time the same needle was there. It is replaced with some liquid. It is replaced with some liquid. Okay, na? When it is replaced with some liquid, so real depth value will not change. Real depth value will be equal to how much? That is 12.5 centimeters only. And refractive index of the liquid is given it as, so that is the value of 1.63. Understood, Ara? 1.63 up to the same height. Now they are telling that, but this time apparent depth value is going to be changes. Can I call the apparent depth value? So apparent depth value is equal to y. First let me calculate. Now whenever object is there in denser medium, so refractive index formula, real depth divided by apparent depth. So apparent depth value is equal to real depth divided by the refractive index, mu L. So apparent depth value here I called y, the real depth value 12.5. So divided by how much? 1.63. So using the calculator, the 12.5 divided by, so 1.63, we'll get the value of which one? 7.67. 7.67. Now actually last time the apparent depth value 9.4, but now apparent depth value 7.67. So we should change the position of this microscope. This is the microscope they given, but microscope position should be changed or should not be changed? It should be changed. Understood? So now what is the shift in the position of the microscope? Shift of microscope. So microscope shift value is, that is, before what is the value? 9.4. Now what is the value? 7.67. That shift value will be given by, so 9.4 minus, so 7.67. 7.67. So what I will get? 0. Here it is of 3, and here what we will get? 13, 6, 7, and here what we will get? 8, 1. So 1.33. So minus 7.67. So what is the answer we will use? That subtraction will give you. So that is a value of 1.73. 1.73. Question understood once you check. What is this 1.73? The distance through which the microscope has should be shifted inward or outward. So it should be shifted inward. Understood? Then only, so you can see the clear image. The shift of the microscope is given by, so 9.46 minus 7.67, which is the value is 1.73. Okay na? Question understood? Important model. So this is third one. Next. Third question is over. So question number 4. So what is this question is? Small bubble is placed at the bottom of a tank containing the water to a depth of 80 centimeters. What is the area? This question also very important. So this is also one of the application for total internal reflection. So once you see, even in objective also, this concept is very important. When I consider a tub or a river, lake, for example, in this lake, the water is there up to a depth h. Now inside this water, if I kept any object here, one bulb was kept at the bottom. Now what happened? In order to, so light rays will travel from optically denser medium to rarer medium. If the light rays are incident normally, the light rays will come out without any deviation. Whenever the light rays are traveling from optically denser medium to rarer medium, the light rays are bending away from the normal. Away from the normal. When we made the light ray to incident at an angle of incidence which is exactly equal to the critical angle. If the angle of incidence value, I will show only diagram. If the angle of incidence value exactly equal to the critical angle. Now this is the interface. Now light rays are coming from the light. Now the light rays are incident at an angle of incidence is exactly equal to the critical angle. If this value is equal to C, this is also equal to T, then the light rays will grazes the interface. That is only the total internal reflection definition. Whenever the light rays are traveling from optically denser medium to the rarer medium, so light rays will bend away from the normal. The angle of incidence, which is equal to critical angle, the light ray grazes the interface. If the light rays are incident at an angle more than the critical angle, the light rays will undergo TIR. So what does it mean? So this light rays can view only in the form of one circular cross section. Here is there of critical angle, only it can be seen through a circular cross section. Are you getting this concept? The light rays can enter only through that circular cross section. It is looking like a cone. If this angle is C, this is also equal to C. Alternate angles. And if I call this radius value is R. What is the radius value? Is R. This is my rarer medium and this is the denser medium. Okay Nara? Is it okay na? So this value will be equal to R. So from this, why these angles are equal, understood now? What is the formula for tan C? So tan C is equal to R divided by H. So R value is equal to H into tan C. H into tan C. So we know that mu is equal to 1 by sin C, or otherwise, so sin C value is equal to 1 by mu. So we can write sin C is equal to 1 by mu means sin C. This value is C. So this is the opposite side, and this value is the hypotenuse, and this value is the adjacent side. Sin C 1 by mu means opposite side value 1, hypotenuse value mu. So adjacent side value will become mu square minus 1. When sin C is equal to 1, tan C will become 1 by, so root over mu square minus 1. What is the value? So 1 by root over, so mu square minus 1. Understood? So from this, what happened to R value? R is equal to h divided by root over, so mu square minus 1. Mu square minus 1. When we know R value, what is the area? So what is the area of this circle? They asking, so what is the surface area? Area value will be given by A. So A value is equal to pi into R square. Then area value will be equal to, so pi into R square value, so h square divided by mu square minus 1. H square divided by mu square minus 1. Concept important. And in this, these formulas are important. So R is equal to h into tan C, one formula. R is equal to h divided by mu square minus 1, one formula. And the area formula is pi square into h divided by, so mu square minus 1. Okay, Nara? So pi into h square divided by mu square minus 1. Is it okay? Now substituting the values. See, small bulb is placed at the bottom of a tank containing the water to a depth of 80 centimeters. So what is the depth value they given? So this value was there now, that they given it as h. So what is the value of this h value? 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters. What is the area they asking, and they given the refractive index of water. So mu value is 1.33. So to calculate the area, can I substitute the values? So A value is pi value 3.14 into h value, so 80 centimeters. So 80 into 80 divided by mu square root over mu square minus 1 pi into r square, root will not be there, correct only. So mu square minus 1. What is mu value? So 1.33 whole square minus 1. Correct? You simplify this. By simplifying this, so you will get the answer. So what is the answer here we will get is, after substitution of values, so they asking us to calculate what is the area value. So area value will get 2.51. So area value 2.51 using calculator here, because all values we need to calculate there. So directly what I will get the answer. So 2.51 meter square. 2.51 meter square. Better I can take 80 centimeters, which is 0.8 meters. 0.8 meters. So here also what I will get, which is the value of 0.8 into 0.8. Correct? So 2.51 meter square. Concept understood once you check. It is not only for the bulb. Whenever a fish was there in a water, it can see the outside world through a circular cross section. So because of the phenomena of TIR. So what is the radius value and what is the area value? So very important concept. Okay, Nara? This is question number 4. Next. So question number 5. Simple questions I am leaving. If any complicated questions are there, so I will discuss here. Many are neglecting the problems in physics, so that is only the problem with the students. So whether all concepts are understood or not, how you come to know when you try to solve the problems. Problems are very important. Question number 5. This is a question based on the prism. For this prism problems, compulsory we needed clock table. So prism they given. Okay, Nara? The prism of unknown refractive index. A parallel beam of light is incident on a face of a prism. So angle of minimum deviation. Now one light ray was incident on the prism. The prism is in minimum angle of deviation condition. How we know the prism is in minimum angle of deviation? The refracted ray is parallel to base of the prism. Now this is the angle normal drawn to this, and this is the normal drawn to this. Okay, Nara? The angle of minimum deviation they given. So we called it as 40 degrees. They given 40 degrees. They asking us to calculate what is the refractive index of the prism. Angle of the prism they given 60 degrees. Now they telling that this prism was immersed in water. Outside medium is there water. Understood? So what is the refractive index of water? So that value is 1.33. Now they asking us to calculate what is the refractive index of the prism. Prism is made up of glass. So already we know the formula. Mu is equal to sin A plus D by 2 by sin A by 2. Sin A by 2. Correct? But here what should I write? Mu GW. So why mu GW? When it is there in air, absolute refractive index mu G. When it is there in water, mu G by mu W. So then mu G by mu W will be equal to sin. So A value will be how much? 60 plus D value how much? 40 by 2. Okay na? By sin A by 2. Sin A by 2 value will be given by, so 60 degrees divided by 2. Then mu G by mu W value, this is the value sin 60 plus 40, 100 by 2, that is 50 degrees, divided by sin 30 degrees. Sin 30 degrees means we can calculate, we know already sin 30 degrees value 1 by 2, which is 0.5. If I want to know sin 50 degrees, compulsory we need to use the clock table. Without knowing or without seeing the clock table, we cannot able to solve the problems of ray optics. So in this you have to check for natural sine. So in this natural sine, what is the value of sin 50 degrees? I think you know. So in first year I have discussed in my classes how to see the clock table. So what is the sin 50 degrees value? So that is given by 0.7660 by sin 30 degrees value is 0.5. Sin 30 degrees value is 0.5. So then you have to calculate by using a simple calculator. So you can find out the value. Okay. Now what they asking us to calculate is, in this question what they asking us to calculate, what is the refractive index of the material of the prism. Okay. If the prism is placed in water, refractive index is 1.33, predict the new angle of minimum deviation. And in these two questions are there, sorry I am not seeing. What is the first question? In first question, prism is placed in air only. This is the first part. In this part 1, when it is there in air, so here it is of mu A. So here it is of mu A and here it is of mu A. Then directly we will get the refractive index value, which is 0.7660 divided by 0.5. So I will get this value. Actually no need of if calculations are simple, so directly you can write. So this value will be given by 1 by 2, which is 1.532. 1.532. 1 by 2 nothing but 1 by 2. 0.5 nothing but 1 by 2. 2 will go to numerator. So 7 2s are 15. So 1.532. So still one part is completed. Up to here is completed. What is the refractive index of the prism? Completed. But one more question they are asking. If the refracting angle of the prism is 60 degrees, if the prism is placed in water, first time prism was there in air, now second time the prism is placed in water. So what is the second point? For water. When it is placed in water, so they are asking us to calculate what is the angle of so what is the angle of minimum deviation. For water, what is the formula I should write? Mu GW will be equal to sin A plus, can I call the new angle is D dash, A plus D dash by 2 by sin A by 2. Okay, Nara? So this value is mu G by mu W will be equal to sin A value I know 60 degrees plus new angle value I don't know, D dash by 2 by sin A by 2. Sin A by 2, sin 60 degrees by 2. So can I substitute the values? What is the refractive index of glass I got? So glass refractive index value will be equal to how much? 1.532. So 1.532 by 1.33 is equal to sin 60 degrees plus D dash by 2 by sin 30 value So sine 30 degrees, can I write it as 0.5? Now what I will get the answer? Sine 60 degrees plus d dash by 2 will be equal to how much? 1.532 by 1.33 into 0.5. Into which value? 0.5. So then from this what we will get? So this value after multiplication is, we will get the answer is of 0.5759. Sine 60 degrees plus d dash by 2 is equal to 0.5759. I have used calculator only. With the calculator only you can do it. 0.5759. So from this 60 degrees plus d dash by 2 will be equal to sine inverse of 0.5759. Again you have to use clock table. Clock table there are two ways are there. When degree given means we can find out the value. When value given means we can find out the degree. So you have to check corresponding to 0.57. 0.5 means 30 degrees. The value is little more than, so that is 30 degrees. By seeing the clock table, so we will get this value 35 degrees 10 minutes. The value is 35 degrees, how many minutes? 10 minutes. So from this what I will get? 60 plus d dash is equal to, so 35 into 10. So that is how much I will get? So 70 degrees 20 minutes. That is 60 plus d dash value. So what I will get? D dash is equal to, d dash is equal to 70 degrees 20 minutes minus 60 degrees. So what I will get? 10 degrees 20 minutes. Okay na? 10 degrees 20 minutes. Is it okay na? Question understood? So this is question number 5. Understood? Next one. So next question based on lenses. What is the question they given is, a double convex lens manufactured from a glass, refractive index value 1.55. So 1.55 when both are faces of same radius of curvature. What is the radius of curvature required if the focal length is to be, so 20 centimeters. This is for which one? For convex lens. So convex lens. Generally for the convex lens, you know that how many spherical surfaces are there? 2 spherical surfaces are there. So one is of R1 and other is of R2. One second. Okay, Nara? So, 2 spherical surfaces are there. This is of R1 and this is of R2. Actually, this is a part of a sphere. R1 is a part of a sphere and this is also a part of a sphere. If I call the center of curvature of this one is C1 and center of curvature of this one is C2. If I call this pole value is P1 and this pole value is P2. So, if I keep the object here, the light rays are incident here and image is formed here. Now, this is the direction of incident ray. Now, as per the sign convention I am telling. So, here P1 C1 is equal to, so plus R1. Why plus R1? This is measured in the direction of incident ray. Actually, the radius of curvature will be measured from where? Center, optic center. Those the distances which are measured in the direction of incident ray, that is positive. And similarly, P2, C2, that is opposite, that is of minus R2. Always when I told convex lens, R1 value positive, R2 value is negative. Clear, Dara? So, from the lens maker's formula, So, what is the lens maker's formula? Lens maker's formula is given by, so 1 by F is equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Correct? This is the lens maker's formula. When I apply the values of R1 and R2, what I will get the answer? So 1 by F is equal to mu minus 1 into, which is the value, plus 1 by R1 minus of minus plus 1 by R2. This is the lens maker's formula for which one? So for convex lens. whenever I told convex lens. Actually, for equiconvex lens, what is the meaning of equiconvex lens? So, where R1 value, R2 value, radius of curvatures are same. If R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R, so what happened to the focal length? 1 by f is equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by R plus 1 by R. I am not simply solving the problem, so I am giving the concept also clearly. If any number of models are given like this, you can solve it. Then 1 by f value is equal to mu minus 1 into this is 2 divided by R. So, this is the required formula for doing this problem. In this problem, they are telling convex lens, radius of curvatures are same. R1 value, R2 value is equal to R. We want to calculate the radius of curvatures only. The refractive index value given it as 1.55 and the focal length given it as 20 centimeters. Now, what I want to calculate? R value. To calculate the value of R, so R value is equal to 2 into mu minus 1 into f, correct? 2 into mu minus 1 into f. So, 2 into mu value 1.55 minus 1 into f value is 20 centimeters. You will get the answer of 22 centimeters. Question understood? And the lens maker's formula. So, this is the formula generally we derived. Whenever you want to apply for any lens, you need to apply the sign convention. With the sign convention only you need to apply. So, this is the sixth question. Next, question number 7. So, what is the question number 7 is, a beam of convergent light at a point P. Question number 7 a convergent beam of light is there. Convergent beam of light means, so light rays are getting converging at a point P. A convergent beam is at point P. Now, a lens is placed in the path of convergent beam. So, 12 centimeters from the which lens? Now, a lens is placed, so in the path of convergent beam. Here they are given two cases. This is case 1 and this is case 2. In case 2 also we need to consider this convergent beam at point P. In case 1 they given a convex lens is placed. In case 2 they given a concave lens is placed. So, lens is placed at a distance of 12 centimeters. So, u value 12 centimeters. This is the direction of incident rays. So, object distance should measured from optic center. This is C. So, u value nothing but Cp, which is in the direction of incident ray, which is 12 centimeters. Understood? It is placed at 12 centimeters. So, for this also, and this is the incident ray, here the object is there. This is of optic center. And this value will be equal to C and this is P, direction of incident ray. The So, here also object distance u is equal to Cp, which is 12 centimeters. Now, what they are asking is, at what point, so does the beam converge if the lens is. Now, when you place the lens, so where will get the image, and at what point does the beam is converge if the lens is a convex lens or focal length. In this case, if it is a convex lens, the focal length value 20 centimeters. If it is a concave lens, the focal length value will be of minus 16 centimeters. Now, what I want to calculate? We want to calculate what is the value of V. V value how much? Question understood? What is the lens formula? 1 by V, lens formula given by 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. From this, so V value or 1 by V is equal to 1 by F plus 1 by U. The value of V is equal to, so F into U by, so U plus F. F into U divided by U plus F. So, what is F value? So, F value will be given by, now substituting the values. So F value is 20. 20 into minus 12. U value plus only na here. Focal length value positive, V value also positive. So what I will get the answer? 12 into 20 divided by 32. Correct ara? So 4 table it will go. 4 3s are 4 8s are. Again 4 table. 4 2s are. First what I will get here is 12 into all values are positive. So 12 into 20 divided by 12 plus 20 32. With the 4 table I am cancelling. 4 5s are 20 and 4 8s are. Again 4 table 4 3s are. Again 4 table 4 2s are. So what I will get the answer? 15 divided by 2, which is of 7.5. So plus 7.5 or minus 7.5 or plus 7.5. The point of convergence will be right side of lens only. Understood Anna? And similarly for here, same formula, 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Then 1 by V value, so 1 by F plus 1 by U. Then V value F into U by, so U plus F. Then F value is minus 16 into U value 12 divided by, so 12 minus 16. Correct? So then what I will get the answer here will get, so minus of 16 into 12 divided by which I will get, so this value of minus 4. 4 1s are 4 4s are. So 12 4s are 48 centimeters. So that is the point of convergence. Understood our question? So this is question number 7. Question understood? First up, convergent beam in both the cases. Now lenses is convex lens and concave lens. They are asking after placing the convex lens, the point of convergence will be shifted. So where it will be converge for convex lens and for concave lens. This is question number 7. Next, simple questions only, all not much complicated. In front of a concave lens. Question number 8th one. Today we will discuss at least up to question number 10. In this question number 8, object of size 3 centimeters place 14 centimeters. Question number 8, they given, so concave lens. So from this concave lens, object size, so that size of the object is 3 centimeters. Can I call it as h? The value of h is 3 centimeters. Object is placed at a distance, so 14 centimeters. What is the distance value? U. So actually this distance is light ray was incident here. Here it is there of center of curvature. Here is there of object. So then what I will get the answer? U is equal to, this value is equal to U. So U value is equal to CO. CO value, that is direction measured in a direction opposite, that is minus 21 centimeters. Object placed at a distance 14 centimeters. 14 centimeters in front of a concave lens of focal length. That concave lens focal length. Focal length of concave lens. Focal length means the light rays will be deviated like this. It will have the principal focus same side. Focal length was also negative, minus 21 centimeters. Describe the image. They are asking us to calculate. Describe the nature of the image. Describe the image produced by the lens. First let me calculate what is the distance of the image. To calculate the distance of the image, lens formula 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So 1 by V value is 1 by F plus 1 by U. What I will get the answer for V is equal to, so F into U divided by which one? So U plus F. If I substitute the values, what I will get? So F value minus 21 into U value is minus 14 divided by, so U plus F value will be given by minus 21 minus 14. So V value will be given by minus into minus plus, this is 21 into 14 divided by minus of 21 minus 14 value will be given by, so that is of 35. 7 table, 7 5s are 35 and 7 3s are. So what I will get the answer for V? So V value is equal to 14 into 3 is that is of 12. Here 1 is there, 3 ones are 3. So 42 divided by 5 with the minus sign is there. With the what is the value is there of minus V. So object distance is minus 42 by 5, which is of minus 8.4. Minus 8.4 centimeters. Understood, Ara? The minus sign is indicating that object will be formed, so same side. Sorry, image will be formed same side of the object. And they are asking us to calculate. So what describe the image produced? Can I calculate the magnification? Magnification value will be given by V divided by U. So V value minus 8.4 divided by V value will be given by, so minus 14. By substituting that value, we will get the value of magnification. Correct, Ara? So we will get finally the magnification value. Magnification value will get, so that is of magnification formula, which is H dash divided by H. So 8.4 divided by 8. Then H dash is equal to minus minus cancel. So 8.4 divided by 14 into H value will be equal to how much? 3 centimeters. And magnification value will be positive. Magnification positive means image is virtual and erected. Then what will get the answer after substitution? We will get the answer, the H2 value will be equal to, so 1.6. Here we will get the value will be of 1.8 centimeters. 1.8 centimeters. Therefore, what is the nature of the image? The image formed by the lens will be of virtual and erected image, and whose size will be how many times? 1.8